What is going on, guys? Welcome to Tomio Kaso. I'm your host Toso, and today we have to have a conversation about one season from my favorite anime out there, Demon Slayer Season 3. I should have made this video 2-3 weeks ago. It's been a good minute, and I've been very busy, and I apologize, but I should have talked. Test 1 2 test 1 2. Anyway, today I'm here to talk about Demon Slayer Season 3. Now, yes, it's the 4th of July. I should have talked about this, what, 2-3 weeks ago? When was the last episode? I should have been talked about the season overall, how I felt about it, my thoughts, what was so great it couldn't be changed, or what could have been changed, what could have made it better. And I can confidently say this. I thoroughly enjoyed the season. I'm just jumping right into it. I thoroughly enjoyed the season. I think the season, for the most part, was well paced, well executed, and it was a lot of fun. It was a lot of fun. Now, I know for a lot of those Demon Slayer fans, they're probably like, "Oh, he's starting with bros," because yes, there are some issues for sure with this season. I love the swordsmanship characters that they introduced, and even getting to finally see I can't say the dude's name to save my life. Hagen. Finally being able to see Hagen's face was cool. He's way cooler without the mask, but he's still a dumbass either way. Yeah, the season for the most part was obviously the animation was great. I don't have to bring that up as a topic point. We already know this is UFO table. They're careful, they're considerate. Every single frame is a fucking wallpaper. Yes, it was absolutely incredible. The animation was flawless, damn near flawless. I heard that there was a gripe with the CGI in this season, and if you're not a CGI kind of person, CG kind of whatever, that's fine, but to say it's bad, shut up, because I'm ranting a little bit. It's perfectly fine for you to have a minor issue with the CG, okay? Look, I hate olives. I wouldn't want it in my sandwich either. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna say that olives are bad. I'm just gonna say I'm not a fan of olives. You're not a fan of CGI, but that does not mean the CGI in the season was bad. If anything, it was great, and it wasn't ugly. A prime example of some ugly CGI, Terraform Mars. What was it? The second season, Berserk. That anime, reference that shit, and then look at this and shut the fuck up. I don't want you coming back. Like, shut up. For those that literally was like, bro, I can't get behind the CG, or some dumbass, yeah, this is a minor rant. Some dumbass niggas was talking about the last season and how Tengen's fight with Gyutaro was too fucking flashy. The nigga said Lord of Flash or God of Flashiness. That's what he said. That's why. Shut up. Stop talking. You don't deserve your mouth. Now let's get back. Yeah. So the biggest problem for me with this season was definitely, and this could be its own separate video. Demon Slayer has this pattern of referencing certain moments in a character's story that isn't apparent to the viewer, which in a lot of cases, a lot of anime do it, a lot of shows and movies really do it too, because it gives clarity as to what happened. But it's like, the way Demon Slayer does it, they will use that as an excuse for Tanjiro to pull everything out of his asshole. Every single thing possible. Everything. And I, for one, as much as I love Demon Slayer, can't get beyond that. I can't get behind that. It's a reckless decision, because we didn't see that conversation with Zenitsu at all. And then boom, thunderclap and flash. Yeah, because he talked to him and told him how to do it. In one instance, you didn't even see Tanjiro practicing the move or practicing anything in relation to it. Now, granted, it makes sense as to why he can do it, but for him to do it twice, stop. I love the Hinokami Kagura dance. I do love it. To a degree, it didn't make sense. I'm sorry, just a little bit. And that's Demon Slayer's biggest issue, is that we keep referencing moments in history and all these different things, and you can clearly tell it would have been better if it was mentioned earlier. so then we could reference that, be like, oh yeah, I remember that moment, I remember that conversation, and then it applies. Like, the application would be way better versus Tanjiro fighting, let's say, Upper Moon 1 or Muzan all together, and then flashback, he's about to get sliced in half, flashback, the master taught him how to go Super Saiyan, and then this is my problem, because they could easily do some shit like that, and I can't get behind it. I cannot get behind that at all. Another critique that I have, and this critique honestly I feel like is more of a nitpick of anything, I would have liked to see someone like Upper Moon 5 be a bit more menacing. He really came off goofy, you know, and these are demons. He's supposed to be in the upper echelon of demons that have not been replaced in hundreds and hundreds of years. Not only is Murichiro not taking him seriously, hell, I wasn't, and he's a fucking demon, you know what I'm saying? He's a complete goofball. We didn't get no backstory, which honestly I didn't need. He was a piece of shit. But his power, in comparison to Murichiro, now granted, again, I understand this, Murichiro was just that much stronger, but the way it was shown, the nigga got clapped up immediately. And you know, like, sometimes playing with your food is good. Sometimes it is, because you get to play with all the flavors and all the shit that's on your fucking plate. And in this instance, it would have been nice for Murichiro or the animators themselves or whoever who was behind the episode to just play with their food a little bit. Like, Murichiro definitely danced around and dodged, and the animation again was beautiful. But because of how they handled the fight, it really left a lot of viewers, including myself, questioning how powerful or impactful somebody like Gyokko was even to Demon Slayer in general. At all. And that sucks, because he's one of the main antagonists. He's just done immediately. And then we were supposed to see that Murichiro was like heavily damaged from the fight, but it was like, nigga, you were dancing on his neck damn near. You know? Like, I just feel like the tone, I think that's the perfect word, the tone of the fight was a little all over the place. I wanted to take it seriously because this is a serious thing, but Murichiro's, you know, arrogant attitude, and even how Gyokko reacted to fucking Hagen doing the sword, like, nigga, you a demon, bro, eat him. Like, I'm sorry, but bro, you over here watching this man, oh, I want to break his concentration. Stop it. Stop. Yeah, I wanted to give him an epic moment, and it would have been more epic if he didn't say something as dumb as that. That's all I'm gonna say in regards to that. Now, granted, listen, I understand that, because this is another critique. There's a couple of issues I have with the season. I understand that Mitsuri was busy helping the villagers, but she got there a little too late. Tanjiro almost got eaten by this wooden dragon, bro. If that demon wanted to, he could have been did that shit to every single person. And then she finally showed up just in the nick of time. The nigga's bones was breaking because he's being pressed up against 2 fucking trees. Show up! That, hey, come on now. Look, love it, but my goodness. Another critique I might have. This is the second to last one. Like I said, I enjoyed this season through and through, but these issues, they do knock it down a peg a little bit, just a little bit. These Demon Slayers getting these fucking marks on their body. I mean, left and right, these niggas are just getting marks on their body. And I know they'll explain what it is. I don't know if it's the next season or the season after. I don't know, but they will explain it sometime in the future. But it's popping up like candy. Popping up like candy. These dudes just getting marks on their body, and now they're faster and stronger and like left and right. Come on, bruh. Come on. Let's dial it back a little bit. Let's dial it back a little bit, because it's getting a little crazy. Just a little bit, okay? Just a little. Just a little. And the last critique I have, honestly, I think I'm gonna let that one go. And the reason why is because it dives into spoiler shit, and we can't get into that. But overall, like I said, I thoroughly enjoyed this season. I did. Every single episode I had an absolute blast, even with some of the most disgusting cliffhangers that they had this season, bro. This season was excellent. It was great. It was fun. You got to learn a little bit more about the story, a lot more about Hashira characters in general, both specifically like Murichiro. I think he probably had the most deepest and complex backstory out of all of the Hashira we've been introduced to so far. Mitsuri had a great life. I mean, granted, what she went through was sad. It was sad, okay? But in comparison to some of these other people, nah, bro, you don't belong in that conversation. These families got slaughtered. Your family's at home with your brother. You're fine. You're fine. To a degree, you're fine. But, yeah, overall, I really had a blast with this season. I don't think it was too short, or I don't think it overstayed its welcome. I think it came in, we were focused on the one single arc. We really jumped into it. What, episode 4? We really jumped into the arc and everything like that. Like, yes, this was a great season. If I had to put it on a scale from 1 to 10, I was thinking this number, but I was like, is that too harsh? Because I did enjoy the season. I'm gonna give it Demon Slayer Season 3. I'm gonna give it a 6 out of 10. I'm gonna give it a 6 out of 10. I thought it was great, okay? I did. Loved it. Fantastic. But some of the issues that is in this season is a little too apparent, bro. And I feel like there's a lot of, and I love Demon Slayer, I do, but there's just too many moments in the show where they allow characters to have plot armor, any sort of convenience in general, because that kid that got stabbed in his, what was it, what was it? What he gets, his solar plexus, I think that's what it was called. Critical. Oh no, the guard from the blade that I randomly tucked in that no one knew about at all. No one, again, this is what I'm talking about when they don't show certain things. We're just supposed to, I'm not saying we're supposed to know. Basically what I'm saying here is, it's not that we're necessarily supposed to know, but when you create so much room for you to, you know, kind of just play around with any idea. Like, I can just say, oh, because I said I was with this master, I was at this particular place, you almost have to believe I can do something like this. And that's my problem. You cannot just wing it like that, because it doesn't come off, honestly, truth be told, it doesn't come off that great storytelling wise. Truth be told, love the kid, he should have died, but he was protected by a sword guard that no one even really knew about, not even the audience. There was just many areas where they could have shown way more to better tell the story that they were trying to tell this season, and it wasn't the perfect execution. It was well paced. Oh, sorry, I'm hungry. Well paced, well executed. It was just a lot of fun. Truth be told, it was just a lot of fun. And I recommend that you guys, if you have not watched the season, check it out. Check it out. I think it's very, very well made, but I will not shy away from the issues that I have with the season overall. That goes forward, and you know, maybe my palate might be a little tainted because I've been witness to a 10 out of 10 recently.
Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse is probably like a 20 out of 10. It's amazing.
You know what I'm saying? So maybe I'm on a bougie tip, maybe, but not, and I'm not. This is coming straight from how I remember the season, recently watching it and whatnot. Yeah, it's a 6 out of 10. Make sure to go down, like, share, subscribe. Really appreciate any and all support, and I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.